already posted this video about my song, but I wanted to explain the song a little better. This song was inspired by a poem that I written. It's called Lights, Camera, Action. And the poem was actually inspired by an essay I did for my English class, my college English class, and our prompt was, it was a spiritual geography essay, and we had to tell our testimony and about the supernatural things that God's done in our lives in a natural way that any person can read it and understand and connect, whether they're a believer or not. And so we had to use like something concrete to explain something that's intangible. So I always saw my memory, it was like a movie. Like I would see everything playing like a movie, and I decided to use that as my tangible thing, like a movie, like watching. And so the movie, the essay was just basically about how I see my life, how I see, everything that happened to my life, and how it just like how I remember it. Like me sitting, I feel like I'm sitting on the outside watching my life on a big movie screen. And from that, I created the poem, which went more in depth and just kind of talked about. But in the end, I was talking about where God is taking me now and how God has applied. But the song is different because I don't wait till I was able to see how God was with me through the whole entire story. Before, I would see like, oh, God came later and helped me, get out of depression and get help that I needed. But God was there the whole entire time. And now as I look back, I can see how God, like those who have not heard my story, I've had a lot of things happen to me in my life and went through a lot from a young age. I've been suffered from depression from the age of 4, self-harming since from the age of 5, and I've been molested and things since the age of 7, and for most of my life, and I've been teased and bullied from the age of 5. So I just been through a lot, and I always felt like I was alone. I felt like there was no one there for me. I felt like no one understood me. And I just had all this anger and resentment and hurt and pain. And now as I look back and I really see with God's eyes, I see that God was there the entire time. He was hugging me when I felt like nothing. He was holding me when I was self-harming. He was in between me and my abuser when I was being molested. He was rocking me when I was scared to go to sleep. He was holding my tears in his hand when I couldn't stop crying. Like he was there, and it wasn't just at the end that he began to give me life. He's been breathing into me my entire life. He's been holding me and calling me and pulling me my entire life. He's been there. And this song, it just means so much because I finally be able to see that he was always there. Before I wrote the song, when I wrote the poem and I wrote the story, I always put God at the end of the story. I said, I went through all this hardships in my life, and then God helped me. But in this poem, in this song, I started with God. I started with how, he's been there. He's always going to be there no matter what. So I just want to encourage you that even though your story may be hard and you may be going through something right now. You could have depression. You could have a number of other mental illnesses or just anxiety, or you have low self-esteem and anything like that. But just know that God is with you even through that. Like he doesn't wait until after you're ready. after you start to come to him, after he's there when you're in the lowest of the low, when you're not even thinking about God, when you're pushing him to the side, when you're just like, I just hate my life and I hate all that I am. He's still there, and he's holding you and waiting for you, and he's just comforting you even when you don't even know he's comforting you. So I just want to encourage everyone out there who's had a rough story, who started from a really rough time at a young age. Don't give up. I know it can be easy. I know it feel like that's the best option because it's so hard. Life can be so hard sometimes. There could be so much going on and you just feel like giving up. And trust me, I know, like, I've been feeling like giving up. Even now, sometimes I feel like giving up. And I almost did. And I was going back into bad old habits. And I was just like, I'm done with this. I'm done with everything. Like, nothing is working. But God said, don't give up on me. And I'm like, God, I'm not giving up on you. I'm giving up on myself. But God told me, if you give up on yourself, you give up on me, because there is no you without me. And that just put me in check. Like, God is worth so much more than me giving up on him. And God has placed so much within me. So if I give up on myself, I'm giving up on God and saying, God, you didn't make me correctly. You made a mistake. And God doesn't make mistakes. So I'm trusting in God that what he placed in me will come forward and that I can be who he has called me to be. But I just have to walk into that. And I just encourage you to just walk into your promise and just know that God is with you always, no matter what. Like, you're never alone. So when you listen to the song, it's in another post, but when you listen to it, really meditate on it and think about your own story. Don't just listen to my story and what I went through. Like, put your own words in there, put your own life in there, and just close your eyes and just picture God being there with you all the time. My favorite story in the Bible is the story of Mishael, Azariah, and Hananiah, as most people know them as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But I like using their original Hebrew names instead of their Babylonian names. But anyway, God was with them in the furnace, and they knew, they were like, even if we die in the fire, even if God don't deliver us, I know he's able. And they had faith so strong, and Jesus was in that fire with them, like, in the fire. And when they came out, they didn't smell like smoke. You couldn't even tell they was near a fire. The guards who just was opening up the rocks died from the heat, but they didn't even look like they was even touched by the heat after being inside the fire. And that's what that really encouraged me, because God is with you in the fire, with you in your struggles, in the bad times. He's with you always. He says, there's no place you can go that I will not be there. You can make your bed in hell and I'll still be there. You can run away, you can go to this country, you can go there, but you'll never be able to go away from my love. And that's just encouraging to me. I don't know about you, but it's encouraging to me. And sometimes I'm like, God, I don't want your love, don't love me, I don't deserve your love. But there's no reason for me to say that, because it doesn't matter, he's going to love me regardless. So I might as well accept it and use it to my advantage and just be able to push, and so that through his righteousness, through his blood, I can be made worthy of his love, because he's going to love me anyway. So I just hope that I encourage you. I'm sorry this video is so long. I tried to be short, but I just got on the road, because this is just so, it means so much to me, because I've been down for so long, and I'm just tired of being down, and I'm just ready to let God use me. So please be on the lookout for more videos. I took a break from doing YouTube videos, and I was going to do it, but I've just been really encouraged, because there's so many people that's going through some of the things that I went through. There's so many people who have so many down times, and they need help. And if I can be encouragement, if I can be a light, then who am I to hold back? So I just hope I bless someone out there. Please subscribe. I will be posting more videos, more original songs, some covers, and some even praise dancing, because I do praise dance as well. I will be doing a praise dance to this song once I get a better recording of it. So I will be posting that once I do that. It's been a passion of mine to really make a praise dance to a song that I've written, and now I found a song that I really like and I think I can do a dance to. So be on the lookout for that. I will post the song again, sounding a little better, because I was kind of like a little dry mouthed and dry throat, and so I will do that. And also I will post I will post a video of the poem that the song is based off too. So be on the lookout. Subscribe. I'm really looking forward to getting back on YouTube and doing this again. Alright, goodbye. Have a blessed day and know that God is always there with you.